that as well.
Right. I imagine you could have a Twitch running as well, because I know obviously Jim runs his channel. This gets put on Twitch, doesn't it? So.
Well, I don't know. Well, I thought that what Jim puts on Twitch was the audio recordings. I didn't know if there was anything more than that.
No,
Yeah,
usually I
you can
use Twitch
see the
Studio.
Roll20, can't you?
Yeah, I use Twitch Studio to basically what my screen is what's streamed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and go into the Roll20 marketplace and see if the starter set is also having issues. Because if a new game character sheet's having issues, because they used to have the starter set.
Because that's just been all released, isn't it? All the
everything's been out for quite a while. City of Mist starter set. Yes, I own it, so create a game with that module. I'm hoping when Roll20 jumped over to the new style, it didn't break it. Call this City 3.0. I'm ready, let's create.
Anybody get anything nice for Christmas?
And the rest of my family went to India for Christmas, so I was here on my own.
That's an awesome trip. I mean, being left behind can be nice sometimes.
Yeah, tell that to Kevin McAllister.
You just have to get over the initial shock.
Well, okay, so no wet bandits, so I think that's good.
There you go. I mean,
that would have been wild.
Yeah, I just created a starter set campaign, which is technically what ours was originally, and it's also missing the whole top of the character sheet as well. You have little finger points where things should be, but nothing is showing. So we know, in fact, it's apparently City of Mist on Roll20 that's having an issue. I bet you when the Roll20 jumped over to the new icons and stuff, that may be an issue.
What do we do?
Well, we play as well as we can.
Yep, no drama. So, shall we log back into...
Yep, you can totally jump back in.
Okay. Are we missing someone?
We are missing David.
David, where the hell is he?
I mean, seeing as everyone else was incapacitated practically but him. He was supposed to be the hero.
I think that...
He needs to be here, man.
Wait. How did Rupert get incapacitated?
Because he wasn't there at the time.
That's not incapacitation, that's tardiness.
Yeah, because we kind of got drugged and...
Well, technically, based upon U.S. government rules, that makes Guntus the designated survivor.
Oh, really?
Because he didn't show up that
president.
day.
He gets to be president. Right, great.
So we will do the best we can with our character sheets. I wonder if... Because, the roll button's gone and everything. Totally have to... We'll start a writing campaign to Son of Oak Studios. Fix our Roll20. But I bet you when they did the update, that's totally what happened.
Actually, let's see. City of Mist.
What's happening with David? Have you spoken to him, Jim?
I just messaged him. I have not heard back yet.
Oh, okay.
Usually he's pretty good about that.
He is. He's normally on the ball, man. He's normally on the ball.
Yeah. There was no Marine Corps party nights last night that I know of.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, for a moment I lost your audio.
There was a little like
I'm just
Dr.
checking
Roboto
the
sound effect for a second there.
beep 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 beep. I'm just checking the City of Mist Discord to see if they have mentioned any problems with Roll20. Oh wait,
Oh,
looks like
does it say? Do
Apparently that sounded like audio did go up for somebody.
see, all right. Yeah, apparently someone has brought it to their attention as of today.
Ah.
Norman, the ending?
So apparently we are not the only ones. So it's not just us.
Nomad, the ending.
I'll be like, that's right. I use Discord for more than just this channel.
Let's see.
I am absolutely horrible with using Discord. Literally, it is just this game that I Discord on and nothing else.
what do you use normally then?
Normally we use Skype.
Oh right. Wait, Skype? Is there Skype anymore?
Yeah, Skype is still totally a
Skype
thing.
has been bought.
If you got MSN,
Oh, I thought
Skype's
it'd
a
been bought by
Microsoft
someone.
product.
yes, Microsoft is never letting that go away.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I thought it'd been kind of absorbed into Teams or something.
I'm totally waiting for that to be the next step.
Oh right, yeah, because I think. Oh, hello. And something's happened here. Oh, so what happened there?
Let's see.
Of course, the one that really annoys me on Skype is they now have ads on Skype. It's like, what?
Yeah, I don't mind Discord or Skype or Teams or Zoom or whatever. Doesn't bother me. Amazing. Like the text function in Discord, but other than that.
Okay, so it doesn't look like there's a resolution since this has been introduced. This issue has been coming up as of today.
Ah, so at least we're not the only ones.
Hey. So
Yeah, I've lost the map completely.
we still have our dice. We still have our dice roller.
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah. See, is that you rolling dice there? But you can't click on the move though, can you?
Yeah, the
Because it
move
doesn't
box
exist
is missing.
on the character sheet. But I guess you could. We just might have to get a bit old school. I'll just go to the shelf and get my book.
I'd reach for my dice, but my cat is on my computer table.
No dice for you. So I'm thinking the biggest part of today's mystery is going to be where did your colleague go with Miss Frost?
Yeah. Good point.
Oh, was that David?
Oh, maybe. What's that on? The Discord. Maybe. Or is he text you? Message you?
Apparently it was not David.
Oh, weird.
Let's see, last message he read was after Christmas. So he's not read any of the messages today, so I'm assuming he's probably not making it. At first, Guntis, that image you shared, I'm like, what is that? Is it a dungeon? Oh, it's someone's basement. Is that the basement you've been working on?
Yeah.
Wild. How tall is it? Can you stand up in it?
Almost.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, my notes. I can't see in my notes what happened to Rupert.
He was off camera doing shenanigans.
He was doing
He was teaching
shenanigans.
a
Classic
class.
scene. Yes. Yes, I'm with you now.
Oh,
Right.
something's changed.
Something's changed. I've lost the map.
Did the map
completely
refresh for you?
Ooh,
now.
map.
Nope. No, I got nothing. Well. Like that bit in Iron Man, you know, where he says technology, it's always been your Achilles heel.
So we can only assume, since Rupert knew the group was sneaking in, he somehow has infiltrated the asylum, right, Rupert?
What kind of asylum?
You know, the
The asylum that you went to where Dr. Frost was at?
Oh, I must confess, you have to be reminded what happened last time.
Okay. So last time the group decided to go back to the asylum to confront Dr. Frost, now that they had more information. And Rupert, while sleeping in the back of the car because you were exhausted from using your abilities. That's totally what it was, is he's sleeping in the back of the car in the parking lot. The groups boldly walked in the front door of the asylum. It was bold as brass. And confronted Dr. Frost, and then Cole got like all sexy suave with her. And they started having this
it got
really creepy, intense, emotional James Bond femme fatale moment. And then while that was happening, first one of the groups snuck off because they totally heard the orderlies get whispered to go ahead and initiate the plan. And I forgot which of you guys went out there into the parking lot and realized that the sonic bomb was in the ambulance.
So I think I did at
I
first.
did.
So my notes. Yeah, I think both of us did. It says I try and follow the guys going out of the asylum to do their evil plan, and I see the sonic bomb in the back of the ambulance. I mess up my roll and get jabbed in the neck by a needle and lose consciousness. It says she has a shame called failed to help other people. She is protective of the Fisher King because he's giving her an opportunity to rectify this fault. Rico comes looking for me and then gets tranquilized as well.
Mm-hmm. He was sneaking
And then
afterwards.
the last line, yeah. And then the last line of my notes is Cole and Dr. Knight seem to be getting proper horny with each other. This is getting really weird. And I quote, yeah.
So as
So yes, I think both of us saw that, Rico. Yeah.
as you know, the camera pans in and it looks into the lobby of the asylum where Cole and Dr. Frost were, but now they seem to be missing. And the camera pans through the asylum's stairwells and hallways. You see the occasional orderly that seems almost like zen calm because you know they're probably her creations and not actual employees. And then the camera pans by and stops as we totally see in the upper floor where those cells were that you guys kind of visited on your first attempt. I'm not sure if you can see me pinging the map.
I
Yep.
see.
As all of a sudden, both of you kind of like get up and bang the windows. And for convenience sake, we'll say you are sorry, I got the hiccups. You are across the hall from each other, so when you look through the windows, you both realize that you have been tranquilized and locked in a padded cell. And apparently I need to get a drink because the hiccups won't stop.
Yeah.
And then
Drink it backwards.
And then the camera pans out, and we totally see Rupert at the staff entrance that you guys snuck into last time, as he's totally like, "Hey, guys, it's been a while. How come you haven't come out, woke me up?"
Where the hell have you been? Where the hell have you been?
And Rupert conveniently notices one of the cars that were in the parking lot, a nice four-door sedan, and one of the trauma ambulance have left the parking lot while you were sleeping.
Nope.
And the camera
so
pans...
are we in... Go on. Sorry, Jim. Go on.
You two are in padded cells right now with the doors locked.
Separate cells or the same one?
You're in separate cells across the hallway from each other. So when you look through the little window, you can totally see each of each other banging on your doors, and you had that moment where your heads tilt like dogs, and you're like, Rico, where's Rico?
Yeah.
Don't.
And then Rico looks over and goes, "King!" Hand gestures.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What happened?
So Rico and King are in padded cells. They woke up from the tranquilizer. Rupert has woke up in the car where he may have been self-ministrating the tranquilizer.
No. This is me actually talking to...
Oh, Rico is pantomiming what happened.
Yeah.
Can we? I take it we can't hear each other because they're padded cells or whatever.
You can't hear each other. I mean, they're actually made so crazy people can't be heard because it's rather annoying.
Yeah, I imagine that would be very annoying.
But you guys can totally pantomime through the windows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just kind of... Yeah.
I pantomime that I was looking for you when I got stuck with a needle.
Yeah, and I'll make the kind of looking symbol, and then I'll kind of gesture to my neck and like a sleepy face.
Okay.
And then here we are, kind of thing. Balls. I'll kind of gesture to you like the Hulk, like kind of like that, and then point at you. Because I know that you can do stuff. Oh, I think David's joined the...
I think David just stepped in.
Our hero.
And as you guys are gesturing to each other, Rupert, you're sneaking into the service entrance that you guys have used before. Okay. What is it that Rupert is doing?
I guess Rupert doesn't know what has happened to the others, right?
Yep, you pretty much, you woke up in the back of the car after a power nap, and you're like, "Hey, guys, what's going on?
Where's everybody?"
And you're sneaking in the side entrance because you totally know about that. Are you going to kind of sneak around, or are you going to kind of investigate, see if you can hear your teammates?
Can you ping on the map where that silent entrance is?
It's over here, just around the back. It's the staff entrance.
Oh, now I see. Now I can read back at the entrance. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So and it's ground floor.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can totally do an investigate montage to you're creeping around listening to see if you hear anyone say anything, hoping that
Um,
some of the orderlies conveniently say, "Hey, we took those two guys upstairs."
oh, would you remind me how am I dressed? Normal Rupert's robe or dress, or do I have some staff robes available?
That's totally up to you because you guys did steal some of the staff gear.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, you remember last time when you infiltrated?
Um, sorry, no, not exactly. Okay, then if I have, I put on some staff robe.
Okay, so you put on the staff disguise.
Yeah.
Classic.
I come into this staff entrance. Are there some tools, some I don't know, bucket and brush or instrument box or whatever?
Yeah, you could totally find something to help aid your disguise there.
So, for example, what can you give me?
So what is it that you're looking for exactly? I mean, are you looking for the mop bucket or are you looking for some equipment? Because remember, your disguise has you look like janitorial staff that you had.
So I'm more looking for some tools.
Okay, so you totally see the staff toolbox over to the side.
Cool. I'm taking it and inspecting what's inside.
Okay, so you come in the employee entrance and you pick up the toolbox and you see it's got just basic toolbox. You know, it's got the wrenches, the pliers, the screwdrivers, the basic household toolbox that you would find.
And a decent hammer.
Yep, it has a hammer in
That's okay. I uh, I
I
put
can
it
hear the smile in your voice.
it.
I
Yeah.
put it in I put it in my pocket so the handle is sticking out. So
Okay, and the security guy just kind of waves you, seeing your cleaning staff uniform.
yeah. So um
So you have a hammer in your pocket and you're walking the halls of the asylum.
yeah, and I'm checking the door handles. If they're all right, if they need some fixing, I had to take some screwdriver also, and
So you're
just
attempting to do
casually.
some busy work to look like you're checking things.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so whereabouts in the facility are you heading? Are you
Actually,
heading
I don't know.
upstairs? Are you heading around the entranceway? Because you basically made it through here once before, going upstairs and saw the cells. And remember, you totally know the doctor's office where you threw her notes out the window and stuff.
Anybody can
Oh
remind me
yeah.
what was that we were
The
talking about
plan was, I
doing
think, coming
when we
and
last and
confronting Dr. Frost. You totally
uh-huh.
expected to wake
And
up and see fireworks coming out of the building, not everything calm and quiet.
oh, right now I
Right
saw
now.
fireworks.
No, you were expecting to see like the building on fire,
Ah.
windows exploding. You were not expecting everything to look calm and normal daily operation when you walked up there. You totally thought your friends were going in to trash the place.
What level was Dr. Frost's room?
Upstairs, her office was this one.
I see. So I will go and look there if anything is happening there. Or
I will
at
totally
least I will go and
give her
listen for a
office the
moment.
blue square. Okay,
Yeah,
so go ahead and as you're sneaking through, you're being sneaky, right? Or are you being deceptive?
definitely.
So do you think it would be a facing danger, or would it be just being sneaky?
Well, I think I was sneaking around.
Okay.
So you want me to roll?
Yep. As you go sneaking around, totally fidgeting with, and I'll give you a +1 because you have your beautiful disguise. So if anyone casually glances at you, they totally won't be taken too shocked to see you because they totally know you're supposed to be here. You're staff, after all.
And also I have a tag of mimicry.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, can I use it? Maybe.
Yeah, if you want to tag it, you can definitely use it. That would be a very good time to, in fact, use it.
Yeah. How are we doing that then if it doesn't automatically add to the roll? Are we just
So what you'll need to do is figure out what your
because of
bonus will
the
be.
button's not working?
Yeah, since the lobby's kind of broken, you'll want to roll sort of like he just did right there with the 2d6 plus whatever the number is. So a 7, which is a partial success. So
Yeah.
you totally go up to the office and it's dead silent up here. But one thing you do notice is there's some commotion over on this side, since it's a partial success, as two of the orderlies walk by chatting about we did good, we put them in cells like boss wanted. And they kind of like, one of the guys shoulder chucks you, and he kind of like looks at you and literally does the I'm watching you hand gesture, where they point at their eyes and then point at you. Obviously, one of these orderlies is suspicious of you. But you did
Oh,
hear them
oh,
say that they put some people in cells over here.
this place where you just pinged, they were coming from that
They were
place.
coming from that side, yep. As you were sneaking over here at the office, you heard dead silence, and you were coming back to the stairwell, and that's when they crossed paths with you. And, guy literally gives you the cold shoulder.
So they went to the left, or they went down or up the
They were
stairs.
going back this direction.
So
They're,
I just turn to the staircase and wait until they disappear behind doors.
okay, you see them go over here and they wave their badges on the security door and it goes, Pcheet, and they go inside and the door closes behind them and they're out of sight.
So then I go to the place they were coming from
Okay, so you're heading off over
here.
here. And
Yeah.
immediately you hear the very muffled thumps of a few different patients, banging off the walls as you expect. It's pretty much a rehashing of last time, except when you come peeking around the corner, you notice for a second you see through one of the windows that was empty last time you guys were here. You think you see motion. Do you go closer to the windows? As the crazies are all banging at their cells and it's all muted and quiet. It's almost surreal. Do you go through and look at each of the windows to see who's in what cells?
Yeah.
Okay, when you get to the very end, you totally know that Rico and King are in the very last cells.
Oh.
And then, of course, you look down at the ominous
So
locks on the doors that look all beefy and armor plated, because they're locks that are not meant to be opened too easily. Too easily.
okay. I I I I just check the door. If it's locked, of course it is.
Yep,
Just to make sure.
you totally go up to which one's door, Rico or King?
I guess I go to King.
You go to King's door, you guys exchange facial expressions, and you shake the door, and it seems very solidly locked.
Okay.
And at that,
I then I want to freeze the lock so that it becomes brittle and can be broken easily.
Ooh, okay. So you totally are going to embrace your power.
Yes.
Okay, so that definitely sounds like either a change the game or hit it with all you got. Go ahead and figure out what tags you'd like to use. And if you're using the hammer, I'm assuming you are, it's a hammer in your pocket, you get a +1 for tools. Because tools are what separates us from the animal kingdom, or at least 80% of it.
I study the structural weakness of the lock, which is one of my tag.
Okay.
One of my skills.
And if
Of
you
course,
tag your power, that's going to be what, +3 so far?
manipulate solid matter. Okay.
Oh, and as you
Okay.
freeze the lock and hit it with your hammer,
Oh
the
man!
ice just shatters, and you realize that none of the metal is blemished at all. Now go ahead and make sure you mark an attention on one of those tagged powers so you get some experience for that failure.
Yeah.
As you hit the lock and it just sends out this ding. And you notice that the lock itself did not freeze solid with your frost power, just kind of like covered with frost, and then you broke the frost off. And as the icy pieces are tingling on the floor, the camera whips around to the silent but always deadly Cole, who is in the embrace of Dr. Frost. But the question is, where are they? I see that David's in the Discord chat, so he should be there.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
We can hear you now.
So
Hey, buddy.
a small amount of time had passed since your friends walked off, basically enough for them to sober up from being sedated. So where did you and Dr. Frost go in your intimate embrace? Did you make any suggestions?
Guess, a quiet room somewhere where we can have a quiet discussion.
As this poor king is dying, his cell is dusty and smells of the last patient. As she totally takes you off to a quieter area over
I'm
here.
just worried about my friend.
As you know, the camera pans in and there's this chaise lounge in this break area, and you see her in just like a slip, and her doctor's outfit is laying on the chair, and Cole is calmly buttoning his clothes back on. As she looks at you
The
and
things
just
I
says,
do for you guys.
Yeah, sounds like such a hardship.
Doctor, or she says, call her Crystal. Crystal looks at you and she puts her glasses on to enjoy the view of you getting dressed again and says, we don't need to fight. We can work together here. As she's totally doing that whole playful leg thing on the chaise lounge, showing her very, very pale, milky skin. I mean, the fact that you have melted the heart of the Frost Queen. And apparently you are overcome with shyness at this moment. As we realize that maybe you have been muted or locked.
He's left speechless.
He's merely taking in the moment of enjoying her appearance.
Yeah, I can see him. I can see him on the Discord, but he seems to be doing something weird. Yeah, I don't know whether he can
If you
hear
can
us, buddy.
hear us, David, when I got into Discord, I had to reset my mic controls. I could hear everybody, but I could not talk at first. So I had to go into audio settings and remind it what mic to pick up from, if that helps.
Cool.
Okay, so at least you can hear us. So at least that's something. I didn't waste all that visual for nothing. As we're sure Cole is going to have some James Bond style quip for Crystal. You might have a heart of ice, but I've warmed your fireplace. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun.
All I'm getting is Dr. Evil vibes.
No, Mr. Bond.
All right.
I expect you to die.
How about now?
Yep, we can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, it was working weird. I had to go
Oh,
to push to talk there, and then that wasn't working. So I don't know. All right.
Anyway,
So,
you've just done the nasty with.
You're getting
All right, tell me.
dressed. She's sitting there swooning on her chaise lounge of beautiful white pleather. Makes her look even more pale. As she looks up at you with these soft ice blue eyes. What do you do? She tells you that we don't have to fight. You can assist me in my good works.
Yes, but your plans are a bit extreme.
Sometimes
I don't think you need to take the measures you're.
extremes.
I think there's a better way to approach what you're trying.
And she kind of sultry moves her body on the chair and says, "Tell me how so, Cole. Tell me. Who knew that coal and ice make fire?"
Excuse me while I'm sick in my mouth. Oh, this is always awkward and weird. Love it.
Like I said, the sacrifices I make.
Yeah.
So if I recall, it's been a while. So she's like eminently got a bomb going off, right? To like control, basically infest and control a bunch of people, if I recall.
You're pretty sure that thanks to your group splitting up and not sharing information, that any minute she has all she needs to set her plans in motion. Unfortunately, your friends up in the cell know for a fact she has actually set her plans in motion as you guys got here. So
Right.
you are definitely behind the 8 ball here.
Right. But I mean, I know that the basic plan that was basically, we're going to.
Yep, that she
Exploder
owns the glass
bomb, the stuff
factory. They've got the sonic bomb to explode the glass. If glass gets into people, it'll trigger rifts.
Yeah. Okay. So I will, so I'm like, I mean, I understand what you're going for here, but opening up so many people all at once to rifts, it spells disaster. It's just too extreme of a method and opens up the eyes of unwanted individuals that you won't want more attention from. And I would hate to see you hurt by that.
Oh, look at you playing with the heartstrings. So,
Of course.
sounds like to me
Gotta strum them while I got them.
And then a certain song comes to mind. So as you're trying to convince her, she's going to impose a -1. But because you've swooned her with your machismo, you get a +1, so you can ignore that. So go ahead and tag
Nice.
the tags that you're going to tag and go for a convince. Now, you may have noticed that your character sheet is not working properly. Apparently, Roll20 is broken at the moment for City of Mist.
Apparently. Yes, I'm missing my little box.
Yep, your little box with the pluses and
Um,
the minuses and the rolls. All that is apparently not working on the new Roll20.
yeah, don't have the little.
So you'll have
I
to
don't remember how much
manually
prepare for
2d20.
frost assault was left.
I'm pretty
Uh,
sure you used
so
all of that for your swoon. Who knew that was the preparation you were using?
yeah. All right. Well, obviously we're going for my own type of eccentric and talk my way out of anything. And why do I not have charming? Did I burn charming? I think I
The
did.
my
Didn't I?
kind of eccentric is great because you totally got this awkward college guy James Bond vibe going.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
awkward,
my
but it
darling,
works.
I love you,
Yeah, I think I
and I
burned my
always
charming last
will.
time. I think that's how I got
Love
where I'm
me
at.
tender, love me do. All my dreams came true.
As
Is someone
obviously
hearing Elvis?
as Crystal turns on the radio station, and you get some Elvis Christmas music.
Oh, my darling, I love
All
you,
right.
and I
Yeah, I
Regardless of
think
the
that's
era,
all I
there's
always
can.
Elvis. There's always Elvis.
Think that's all I can pull. Yeah, it really hurts missing my charming though.
Interesting.
All right. I guess we'll do it. So I'm a +2. All right. So let me advanced roller. So we want 2d6, right?
Yep, 2d6 plus your
yes.
pluses.
All right.
Do you actually type that into the chat? Is that how it works?
I'm using the dice roller on the left.
Um,
So if you
I
click
do
the little
slash.
dice at the
Ah,
bottom
right. Yeah. Sorry.
and then do
I
advanced, you can
I
actually type in the
I'll
little
write
bar.
in our Facebook Messenger.
Yes. Go on.
So, all right. So that was a 7.
That's a pretty good roll there. So, a 7, you say. So we have a nice partial success.
Partial. All
So,
right.
now the question is,
Sure.
are you wanting to put a tag on her to try to reform her from her evil ways? Or what is the end goal you're going for?
Ultimately to delay or stop the any potential detonation if that's might be happening, so that we can further convince her and reform her. So yes, basically looking to reform her. A little reverse psychology on her.
Okay.
Jim,
Apparently,
you should add minus 10 to his roll.
who
Because
are you trying to help? Who are you
I
trying to
know
help
women.
here?
I know
Wow.
women already.
Apparently,
Oh.
apparently, I took
Wow.
a few psychology classes while I was, doing all my science and engineering stuff too. So
Actually, since I do have the tag expert advice, can he use one of my tags to help him?
He totally could if you were not locked upstairs.
right.
As at that very moment you're like, you could use my tag, and you bang on the door, and Rupert's just like, I'm trying.
Yeah, that was a partial success. So
So
yeah, we'll try to reform her.
So with that convince of a 7, she'll give in a little, but she's gonna totally protect her agenda. Because after all, just because Somebody came in with Sinatra eyes doesn't mean you completely give up your plan that you've worked decades for. As she's just like, I understand that my idea is extreme, but you need to understand that this is the best way for us to break the system. The system is rigged against all of us, you, me, the people on the street. If enough of us rise up at once, they can't sequester us all. Haven't you ever felt powerless? And she totally is willing to have conversation. You know, and she's willing to walk around and talk with you if you'd like. She basically is letting you lead the situation here. I mean, if you want a hint for her to get dressed and walk the halls, you know, she would totally do that. But
Yeah,
she's,
probably a good idea to get dressed. Yeah.
as you say that,
No.
and she kind of sexily gets off the lounge and totally throws her doctor's coat on, and just the doctor's coat, so you know that there's sexy
Okay.
slip underneath there. And
Oh,
Okay. Well, I was looking for a little bit more, but that's all right. Um,
I'll be in my bunk.
as she
but
basically
yes.
is walking the halls with you, and you hear her soft bare feet walking on the pattery floor, as she's basically info dumping on you the entire plan that well, she, you know, was once housed in this facility, but with the aid of the Fisher King, since you are in her confidence now, she was able to free herself and take over the asylum and use her family contacts to get back into society, since she was thought dead in the walls of this place. For some reason, I was here longer than I could have been.
And how exactly did the Fisher King assist you?
Just by talking. He seeks to heal this city. It's obviously broken and corrupt at the moment, and he wants to make sure to free as many free thinkers as possible. As she's totally throwing catchphrases out during her descriptions, that you get the idea that the previous patients that you all ran into were all just test subjects to make sure it worked. And she totally will
Right.
give up the skinny of her plan of, they've discovered that when she sacrificed her mirror to turn it into glass to be made at the glass factory, it conveyed some of the mirror's power that awoken hearts. And that some of her first samples were patients that they ground the glass into a soft powder that wouldn't hurt them, air quotes, hurt them, and
Yes,
had
very
them
generous.
dose with the glass powder. And once the glass was inside their persons, they were able to awaken their rifts. Whether the rift was always there or the glass made the rift appear, she's still not quite sure on the science of it, because it's more of a pseudoscience. But all she knows is it works. And she has lined dozens of government buildings with the glass from her family's glass factory. And when the sonic bomb goes down the streets, the siren from the ambulance will cover up the effects of the sonic bomb, and dozens upon dozens of windows will shatter. And more importantly, the frequency of the special glass will cause those windows to break first, showering liberating shards of ice amongst the people. She seems quite happy with her master plan.
Yes, that's obviously. Well,
She
it sounds
definitely
like there's
Yeah, it
refers
still
doesn't
to
sound
some.
bonkers at all.
she definitely refers to the
No,
broken glass as not broken glass, but shards of ice.
right.
She doesn't anticipate
but
many people will be murdered.
have you thought about the risks that you put these individuals in, not knowing whether they were originally risks or you're putting their life into a rift threat and the dangers that threaten them if they don't understand their powers?
There will be some that will have growing pains, but I have faith that the human condition will win out. And I will be there shortly to guide them, as I have made plans to have any of them that are suffering or having difficulty to be brought to the asylum.
And be imprisoned as you were.
No, now
Does
that I
that
run the
sound
facility,
fair?
things will be different. They'll be made to understand their greatness and be sent into the city to do what comes naturally to them. Most will embrace their new abilities and find their own truth. Her eyes are totally kind of glazed over when she's doing her little monologue.
And do you think maybe the people
That's
that
perfectly reasonable.
entrapped you thought the same thing?
Ooh. Sounds like you're ready to roll me another convince.
Probably.
Or are you gonna go
pull.
something more extreme?
Or use some.
Go more extreme. I'm going to use obviously I'm kind of eccentric and talk my way out of things, and I will also guidance from a strange mystic or divine intervention. I might go divine intervention.
Ooh.
Obviously, we need some extra help here. So yeah, so I'm going to do divine intervention as well.
Okay, and you're going with the convince again, or something else?
What would be the other something else? Since I don't have the list to
You
look at.
could go toe to toe. I think let me double check. In the character sheets, you should be able to still look at the handouts. There's the handouts with the core moves. So you could go with a change the game to create story tags on her. Or you could go toe to toe. I mean, it doesn't have to be, physical. It could be social.
Right.
Or you could go hit it with all you got as you bust out with all your sociology classes.
Yeah. Let's see, toe to toe.
If you click the core moves and the magnifying glass, it should show you all of them. And the consequences.
I'm kind of thinking
that's
in Roll20. Yeah, it's down at the power moves. At least we can see the actual hardware stuff.
Right. Don't know whether I can. Right. Yeah, it's in the. Yeah, I see it. Power voiceover monologue. I see. Player moves. So.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking change the game. I think.
Change the game's what I'm thinking, but that's just me. I'm letting you pick your poison.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go for change the game, and you know what? I think I might talk my way out of anything.
You're gonna burn it.
So that
Okay.
Ooh, you're
guarantees
gonna
a
burn it,
success, right?
Yep, that automatically
It
gives you a
is
10.
success, man.
Yep. Just gonna suck because now I'm down charming and talk my way out of anything. All right, yeah, I burned it. Do I roll still or no?
Yeah, go ahead and roll just for giggles. I want to see how much power that you're using so I know what the status is going to be. Granted, you're going to upgrade it, but I just want to see how much, power you're putting into it. Or you can just tell me.
Yeah, so 3. Oops, no way. 2 dice. 3. So like I said, I'm using divine intervention, burning the one, and all right.
That's just so
So
I know
power
what
3.
juice you're getting. And then I'll let you double it for the burn.
I rolled a 10.
Okay, so you're using 3 juice, so basically 6 juice. You've got the juice.
Wow.
So what is the effect you're putting on her? So I have to find Dr. Crystal's. Oh man, you can't even see on the cards. That's sad. My
What's that?
tracking
You
cards
can't
aren't
see
working.
the.
Yeah,
No,
I'll
that's
have to
right.
put
No,
it.
the statuses. No.
Yep. I'll just put it in the description what she's got. So what is are you giving her the
Yeah, so
reformed
we can't
status to try
mark
to turn her
XP on that.
to a good femme fatale?
Is there such a thing?
Probably improve that. I was kind of thinking confused, but if I can improve her, conversion, that, because now she's realizing, wait a minute, maybe they were doing to me like I think I'm doing for good.
Ooh, let's just hope he's being genuine in his feelings here and not just, making stuff up. So on
Well,
the
of course.
status card, since I totally have to pull up a PDF, you're now up to rank 7, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wow.
Puts you right at
That's pretty.
a status 4 card. Ooh, that's
Nice.
an interesting number that you just hit. That's a very interesting number. Where are we at in the roll 20? Status 4. I do believe that's a thing. As let me jump back into her character sheet.
What does that mean?
Reformed 4. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, as you do the reformed and you guys stop and you're having this intimate moment where you're trying to convince her to be good and she doesn't have to be evil, and you're throwing all the machismo along with that.
Yes.
Oh damn, you hit her with reform 4, didn't you? You did.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's obviously she realizes she was being used just like she's trying to for.
See what you did there.
As she has now taken a new status that you sense when you look at her, and she holds on to you and tilts your chin and kisses you, you sense this, you feel her frozen heart pulse once, and then flutter, flutter, flutter. Pulse, and then a little rosiness comes to her cheeks as she now has a positive status because you broke down her resolve of reform. She now has a positive status of reforming 1.
Ooh.
As she looks at you and she says, but it's, and she looks sadly at the floor and a single tear falls down her cheek and turns to ice before it leaves her chin. And the little snowflake goes fluttering down to the ground. And she looks up at you with very apologetic eyes as she says, it's probably already too late because when you came here, I sent some of my snowflake orderlies to go take the bomb into town and proceed with my plans before your friends and you could stop me. And she looks up genuinely apologetically at you. And then totally, since she says that, and my orderlies have one or more of your friends upstairs. As she clutches onto your hands to hold them to keep you from running away from her. As she's desperately clutching onto you, as you're sensing this pull and pull of her human nature and her rift nature is at conflict with each other. But the fact that you are pulling her humanity out of her. Dare I be so tacky to say, with the power of your machismo.
Yeah, baby.
As there's this flashback of co-eds that swoon for you back at college. So you have basically taken out one of her weaknesses and turned it into a positive, which is she's reforming. She wants to reform. If you stay here with me together, you can keep me honest, and we can take care of the rifts that are created, and as a team protect us from the powers that be. Oh no, as Cole is choked up with emotion, his mic has gone
He's
out.
dropped out again, isn't he?
The
Damn you,
warmth,
Mike.
the warmth coming up has frozen his cockles.
Whoa. Didn't have
As
that
the
problem
camera,
before.
Alright, can you hear me now?
yep, we can hear you. Did you hear all that
Yes.
sweetness?
Okay. Yeah, I heard everything. It just some reason all of a sudden I was trying to say stuff and the mic wasn't working. I'm like, what the hell? So yes, I will pull her into the embrace and tell her it may not be too late. Please take me to my friends and we can maybe stop this
As you know,
and
you
do
guys.
something
Me too,
better.
Alida.
She grabs you by the hand. Of course, you're taller than her, but she seems to pull you along with the power of a heart that beats once more as she runs to the elevator and hits the button and waves her badge to make the button work. And the elevator goes up and goes ding. And she says, now, promise me, Cole, you won't be upset. My orderlies did what they had to do, and as you come upstairs, you totally hear a cracking sound. Because, yes, this is where the two timelines ram into each other. And you totally
Ah, very
look
good.
down the hallway and see Rupert with his hammer breaking ice off a lock. Obviously, as the janitorial staff, the lock was frozen and it needed to be defrosted.
Right?
As
Right.
she totally looks at Rupert and looks at you, Cole, and says, that's not one of my staff.
No, I think that's one of my people trying to help the other two out.
And she looks at you pleadingly, like, promise me that this is real. And she whips her hand into her doctor's pocket and pulls out a big ring of keys that could not have been in that doctor's pocket because it made no noise, and laid so beautifully on her scantily clad outfit underneath. As she hands you the ring of keys, and you clearly see the keys have numbers on them for the room numbers.
Yep. I'm like, Rupert, hold fast. Here, catch. And I toss the keys down to Rupert.
Rupert feels quite perplexed. He catches the keys and just stares with open mouth for 2 seconds. Then he swallows his saliva and proceeds to open the cells with hands shaking.
And you totally notice that she has bare feet right now. You can only wonder what's going on. And as immediately the key goes into King's cell and goes clink, and the door opens, and then I'm assuming you turn around and do the same thing for Rico?
Of course.
You turn around and put the key in and clink Rico's door open. As all three of you are looking down the hallway at Cole and Crystal Knights, and the fact that she's looking kind of much more sheepish than she looked apparently when she tried to terrify the shit out of
Yeah, try and
Rico.
kill us. Yeah.
She's got a cute pink
Well,
flushness to her very pale cheeks and her platinum blonde hair. She has a little bit of pillow head going on. You guys only have questions here as you stare at the two of them.
Yeah, I'll pop my head out and kind of look at them both, then look at the keys in Rupert's hands, and I'll kind of say, has she had those in her doctor's pocket? Rupert, wash your hands.
wow. Wow.
Now the thing is, remember, I do recall it was King that saw the ambulance leaving with the bomb.
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, and then I'll kind of wide-eyed say to Cole, please tell me your girlfriend's on our side now. You know the bomb's in the back of that ambulance.
So yes, I turned to her and it's like, so you said that yes, it may be too late, but where are they going? We can try to head them off and stop them if you don't have radio, unless you have radio contact with them.
As immediately, Rupert, you can recall that the ambulance was not in the parking lot at the moment. As she just looks up and says, "My snowflakes will carry on their mission that I gave them without interruption." And she gives this sad, coy look as Rupert's about to say something.
Oh, what's going on? Rupert asks. Because he apparently doesn't understand the situation.
Apparently, the Snow Queen seems to have changed sides.
Yeah. So apparently, there was a misguided plan to blow the windows that were laced with her ice.
Her magic mirror.
Lady Glass.
To release the rifts and a mass number of people in the city, and we need to stop that so that doesn't occur. So we need to, if we can't radio them to stop them, then we need to see if we can catch up and head them off.
Is it far from here?
She basically tells you they're driving through downtown.
Do we know their route?
Well, you do know for the most part, it's only one road back to town.
Yeah, but I mean, once they get into town, they have to run a specific route in order to maximize the impact of their cannon.
Uh-huh.
So, is there a map of the city where that indicates what route they're going to take?
So basically, they're going to be going from the asylum, which is near the old woods. If you guys can see the map I flipped to, all the way down to downtown. This is where Rico's got ideas.
Okay. We still have Rupert's device in our car, right?
Yep, it's totally in the trunk.
Okay.
This is the thing that blanks out the wavelength, is it?
Yeah.
Of the sound?
That's right. Okay.
Cool.
So I'll at least need Rupert to operate the machine. I can drive us.
Yep, you're gonna have to do some radical
do we need
driving.
Everybody?
I just don't know how much does it cover the ground. Will it cover the whole city or just one? I don't know.
Basically, it would cover like a one-block area, so you'd have to be within earshot of the vehicle, and it would override the signal.
Yeah, we have to.
Let's see.
Get there. So,
who's
crazy
driving
the
vehicle?
You.
Then we should
the
go
driver.
fast.
Yeah, but who are their drivers? Are they like orderlies or?
Yeah,
they're
they're
her
snowflakes.
minions.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we can find a way to pull him over, make him stop, we take him on while we let Rupert's machine do its job.
I mean, the best part is if you just shadow behind them, his machine's going to undo the sonic bomb once you catch up to him.
True.
Right, but then
Yeah.
we need to stop them and just finish it. Otherwise, they'll just keep, driving around or whatever. But yes, we can suppress while we try to take them down. But we need to. We must be on the road.
Yep.
Is there the device like a bomb for one-time use, or it's like a machine which
It's
can be
basically
worked?
like a giant boombox. From
Yeah,
the
it's gonna
schematics that you
continue to
got,
transmit.
it's basically a very
Oh,
loud sonic machine that it basically uses the old 80s components of a boombox and big speakers. So all they would have to do would be to like point it in the general direction and just drive around town thumping away.
Okay. I went ahead and posted the player moves in Facebook Messenger.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. Yeah,
Just
they're
in case we needed it.
in case you need it outside of their
Oh yeah, I
enacting.
see. Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
see
so
it.
those.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I
that's it.
will.
Yeah.
I will be like, well, we must be about this. I grab her in a small embrace, give her a kiss on the cheek, and tell her we'll return once we've stopped the tragedy and we can discuss further plans.
Ooh.
No, I don't think that's a player move guide. By the way, I think
Plans.
they are. Oh, hang on, that's weird. I saw something else. Ah, it's 2 pages. Sorry, I do apologise. Carry on.
Yeah, it's okay.
And I look at
I'm
the
with you.
others like, let's beat
So,
this and start heading down.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
cool.
guys are meeting.
Is is your girlfriend going to come with us, Cole?
No, I told her
Girlfriend.
to be back.
As you go running out, running down the stairs as a group, and you go running through the entranceway, and as the doors open and close, a cool breeze blows in and kind of fluffles her outfit as she stares off, and she just she has her hands nervously in front of her face, and she has a tear of joy as Cole looks back at her once, because in her mind she's thinking, if he looks back once, it's true.
Did
And you guys
I
get
miss
in the
something?
yeah.
Yeah, you did, buddy. Keep it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just don't think about it, man. Get to the car. That's all I'll say to him.
Just let's roll with it, okay? Just roll with
Rico
it.
does the Dukes of Hazzard slide across the hood. A cold wind is blowing through town right now. You can see a few little fluffs of snow landing on the ground. As Rico jumps in the car, you all scramble into the car, and the car rips out of the parking lot. And at that exact moment, I say it'll be a good time to take a quick 5-minute break and get some hydration as
Yep.
we get ready to trust Rico's driving skills like a madman.
Yeah, I'm hoping they work.
Love it. Right.
So we'll be
5
back in
English minutes,
5 minutes.
I mean the sacrifices I make.
Well, it's not in vain, so don't fret.
Right.
Oh. Oh, right.
Man,
Right.
stuff we
Just
got
wait.
ourselves into.
It's wild, isn't it? So strange.
I'm glad I could
Oh.
save you.
No, I know you've taken one for the team there, buddy, and it's a tough gig. Tough gig. Someone's got to do it.
I mean, I had to
Ah,
face the Snow Queen single-handedly and risk myself.
yes. Yeah.
Wow, Huey Lewis was right.
Isn't there there's like a sub thread on Reddit that says "Don't put your dick in that." It's called that. And it's I just made me think of that. Oh man.
Well, had to melt her will some way.
Yeah, no, I get it. You know, you just use the tools you're given. I totally get it.
Right?
There's no judgment here. There's no judgment here, man. I love it. The way forward.
I can't help my
Oh,
machismo's that strong, and the ladies throw themselves at me, even the evil ones.
yeah. What is it?
I didn't.
What is it?
I didn't ask. I didn't ask for these good looks and magnetic outing.
Got her on.
It was just a curse.
Yeah, what is it that what is it Blaine in God in Predator? Doesn't he say something weird like about the tobacco? It'll make you a goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus Rex. Something bonkers like that.
Yeah, too funny. Didn't see it going quite this way,
Yeah.
but hey, it's all
No,
right.
man. Whatever. No, it's
Better
good. It's good. Love it.
I totally
better
saw
than a fight.
but make love, not
Yeah,
war.
it's just something different. Yeah, it's different to a fight, and actually, that's one of the cool things about this game, is that issues can be resolved that way. You know, a fight's always cool, but
I wish all issues could be resolved that way.
Since I am a family man with quite some experience, I would say that the fight is nobody there's no guarantee that the fight is over.
His
Right?
greatest battle just begun.
I think that is the quote of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, too true.
Yep. Never going to look at those doctors' pockets the same again. Anyway,
I mean, wasn't she wearing murderous heels last time we saw her? Now she was barefoot? Cole,
Yeah.
what did you do?
Well, it was such a struggle. Those shoes came flying off. It was terrible.
So as you guys go ripping out the gate of the asylum, the opposite of the picture at the bottom of the map there, you guys are trusting into Rico to do what Rico does best. As Rico is clearly
you've got
going
an
to
actual thing, haven't you?
Rico is clearly going to face danger and drive like a crazy man, aren't you?
Yep. Let's see here.
And thanks to the
Tap
cold
character sheet.
frostiness, there is a -1 imposed upon the icy roads now.
Okay, I'm tagging know every street, and crazy taxi.
And literally, you guys are hearing wheels screech. This is like a Sin City car chase starting.
Yeah, love it.
And can I also tag hard-working man?
You can totally tag hardworking man. After all, I mean, you just had a
Okay.
nice nap, so it's time to get to work.
Right, guys.
So if I got this
Kick-
code right,
chilling your heels.
you said that I was imposed a -1.
A -1 for the dangerous roads, yes.
Okay,
So
I
that means
tagged 3 tags.
So you're basically
Um,
net +2.
net plus 11.
Jesus!
I
As you are ripping, I mean, you're fishtailing at the turns, you are ripping through these country roads as you slam in past Shadow Hill, which is when you get into town. We'll say Market Square, and you totally see the ambulance up ahead.
Nice.
You are right on
Oh, I
its
see.
butt. Are you trying to because you scored a freaking 10 or plus, so are you trying
Oh,
to
well
be
done.
spotted or to be concealed behind them? Or are you wanting to ram right into them to have, run them off the road type of thing? You could totally do that since you rolled so well.
get us close.
I'm going to pull up. I'm going to pull up behind him.
Okay?
Do they have their signal going?
They totally have the sirens and the lights going.
Shoot. Okay, so I am going to catch up to the bumper, and
Okay.
I'm going to tailgate him.
Okay, so you look like
You
somebody
get up
jumped in a
beside them.
taxi to follow the ambulance. Sometimes you
Mm-hmm.
see that in the big cities. There'll be a car right behind the ambulance, like, hey, my wife's in labor, take her, and I'll follow behind. That's totally not
Mm-hmm.
unheard of. And it's the city of the mist. People stop noticing those 80s style car chases.
Is this
As
a 4-lane or 2-lane
it's
or
a 2-lane on each side, so 4-lane total.
can we get beside them?
I will try. I was try. What's your plan?
Just get up beside them, please.
Got it.
And Cole, are you in the passenger seat?
And as we get beside them towards the engine, I reach out the window and I am going to power flows through me and channel a charge into the engine, electrical charge.
Okay, and as
Cool.
you're doing this,
Can
I'm totally gonna say
Can
that's
I
facing danger.
can I
Totally.
assist with my powers?
You can give him a help if you got one.
I only
Yeah.
have 2 passenger doors.
I want to meddle with their
I do have a help from
kind of
Rupert.
motor computer or whatever.
Okay, so go ahead and Cole use your help with Rupert since he's assisting,
Okay.
and it's gonna be a
Yep.
face danger because you
Yep.
may lose your arm hanging out the window like that.
All right. So let's see. Not really a gadget. Would figure out this device in a jiffy come into play, maybe understanding where I'm hitting to try to
I'll
short
give it
out the
to you.
engine. All right. Oops,
Did
I don't
Doctor
want,
did Doctor Crystal come with us or
No.
she
She
left?
stayed behind.
we left her
Oh.
behind. All right, so I'm +3 plus Rupert help, so a +4.
That's what it sounds like.
Unless you got something you're imposing.
Wow.
Let me look. Machinist, janitorial juice. No, I don't need that. All right, so +4. And here we go. Just a 9.
Just a 9. Just a 9's not bad at all.
Okay, that's still good for what? Is it? Is it face danger?
I mean, it's a success of some kind.
Yep, it is a success. So as you totally whiffed your hand out, what does it look like when you use your abilities to mess with their engine?
You literally see like an electrical charge streak from our vehicle. If you're paying attention, maybe see it directly from me, and hit the engine area of the car, and sparks and charges go.
Okay, and that was with power 4. So the ambulance now has, and what would you call that status?
Uh, um,
Faulty
no,
engine.
yeah, sure.
Fault 4
Trying to
status of
damage and
faulty
short
engine.
out the engine.
Okay, as the engine, their ambulance is going like crazy, and as you do your ability, the engine kind of falters for a second, but then starts going chugga chugga chugga, and like black smoke is coming out of the ambulance. The lights and sirens have this weird discombobulated possession going on, where the siren will keep going, and then the lights will cut out, and then the lights turn back on, and the siren goes out, and the ambulance driver kind of bangs into another car, that wasn't aware of the ambulance lights and sirens, as you guys both speed through a red light. But it's not as effective as you thought it would be. But it's pretty damn effective. I mean, we're talking another attack of that volley will probably take the ambulance out. And in response for your attack, you guys, especially Rupert and I'm assuming King, who's also in the back seat.
Yep.
You guys see the ambulance back doors get slammed open, and they're kind of like flopping as the ambulance is flying through town. And behind them is one of the orderlies holding on to his, obviously, the sonic bomb, and he's like trying to look around of what just happened. And he looks like he's ready to push the button, but it's not, of course, time to push the button yet. So as Cole makes some frustrated look, what does King do? Rico got us here. Rupert and Cole tried to deactivate the ambulance, but it seems to be of tougher stuff because it's American steel from the 80s.
And kind of say,
Oh, King is breaking up there.
I don't think you can hear me.
Nope, your audio was kind of breaking up there for a sec.
Yeah, I heard you there, but breaking up a tiny bit.
Yeah, hang on. I'm going to reset the microphone. Yeah. What about now? Any better?
Yep, a little better.
I can hear.
Oh, shit. Yep.
We hear the shit
Can
part.
you hear us? Might not be hearing us well either.
As we hear him typing.
Sorry, guys. I don't know why it's suddenly had a brain fart.
Just like mine, so
Yep.
You're good. I hear you.
Sorry, man.
The power of the internet.
Yeah? Can you hear me now?
Wait a minute.
Can you?
Yeah.
It's funny. We could hear you say, "Can you hear me?" And then when you were about to say "now," it went blank. You may have in Discord your background sound feature turned on, where it will like mute your mic sometimes.
Yeah. Okay.
That might be on and might be messing with you, because I know on Skype it does.
Okay,
This
hang
is
on.
how
I'm
King's
just
being
going to
all
go into the
dramatic.
user settings. It's being written. Again. Yeah.
Do you feel the drama intensifying? The tension of the moment as everyone's waiting for King's super move? Or is it the fact that nobody wants King to blare his trumpet full-blown inside a closed cab? As all
I
of a
guess
sudden all the
It's
windows
gonna
explode
do,
out.
Yeah, that could be rough.
I guess Rupert is readying the machine to muffle the boombox.
Okay,
Meanwhile,
you have your thumper ready. Go ahead and give me a change the game roll. Because you already have juice on the machine, I
Right.
believe.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, we can
Yes.
hear you now.
Yeah.
wait and see.
Can you hear me now, baby?
We can hear you.
Cool. Right. I don't know why. Cool. Right. I think my computer is doing that thing it always does when we play, and I suspect it's probably like a multi-processing thing.
It's like you're using too many platforms.
I don't think it's enough. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so I'll turn to Rupert and Cole and say, what happens if they use the device not near?
We didn't hear
What?
you.
And immediately,
Hello.
as you hear him say that, Rupert turns on the device and it cancels out King's words.
The device.
Okay, and Rupert, did you have juice previously on the device? I was pretty sure you did.
Oh,
When you built it, you
my
had some
memory
extra
is not good.
successes. Unfortunately, the status cards are all blank now, so we don't know. But I'm assuming you had like at least 2 or 3 of juice to add to that. I'm assuming you would like to add to it.
No, of course.
Okay, so you have noise canceling 5.
I do apologise. What happened?
Rupert totally turned on his device, which totally caused your voice to get all super wonky. Because remember, it is a sound canceling device. Obviously, that's what happened. At least that's what's ridiculously funny to say that's what happened.
He's talking in a weird level of voice. That's being canceled.
Somebody else gets muffled.
He's only speaking in a voice that the
Okay,
angels can hear.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna. That's my. God, this is crackers. Sorry, I'm having some real technology issues here for some reason.
okay.
All of a sudden, we've been absolutely fine until it's my go, and then it goes mad. Do you know the difference is about 5 minutes ago I was bought a gin. Mrs. J just brought a gin up to the room. That's what it is.
There you go.
But you're sounding great right now.
That's it, baby. Yeah. Okay. Right. So, if you turn the device on, you've turned the device on, have you, Rupert?
Yeah.
He has the devices thumbing at a subsonic frequency right now. It seems to be working quite well as your own musical voice sounds very flat and tingy. I could totally see that bothering King.
Well, look. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I do like the harmonics. We should just try and stop this ambulance, and maybe we can talk these guys out of it. This device that we've set off, will it stop all sound? I'll ask these
Nope.
guys.
He tailor set it to the frequency of the machine, of the sonic bomb.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So currently you have an anti-sonic bomb bubble around the vehicles together, since they're side by side. It's perfect. Even if they turned it on, you're sure Rupert's device would nullify it at the moment.
Yeah.
See how I said at the moment?
Okay.
Throw it in there.
Okay, I'm going to lean out the window and I'm going to shout to these guys that are hanging out the back of the ambulance. I'm just going to say, "Hey, stop! It's all over. You can stop now."
And he kind of gives you a very Neanderthalish look as you're going to attempt to convince him, huh? I mean, it's
am.
possible. It's totally possible.
Yeah.
Name drop that she changed her mind.
It's totally possible, yeah. I tell you what. How about I play you a little tune first?
I said,
But it will be muffled.
Stop! You just want to stop.
Yeah.
You're playing
So
tune will be like. Don't forget, it will be also no overtones.
No. Okay. No B flat. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Because one of the things that I kind of upgraded from a metagame point of view for the trumpet was that I got another quality from something else, and one of the characteristics now is playing it can make the listeners calm and compliant.
What? Nice.
So I think I'm going to use a power on them. Yeah, is my plan, and play something I don't know, like something calming, something.
Okay, in that case, I'll let you go
So
with
even though we're in this weird car chase,
I'll let you go with they change the game instead of convince.
Yep, why not? Okay, well that is. I take it from a ticking point of view. Am I actually ticking or not bothering?
Well, you could, as long as you know what the math is, I wouldn't bother checking. As long as you know you're checking it, and then just add it to the dice roll.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I'll use that power tag of playing it can make people compliant. I'm just trying to think what else. I'm a mesmerizing musician, so that's 2.
As he whips his horn out the window, and you guys are just like, "Please, out the window, out the window, out the window."
Yeah, just there we go in it. 60 miles an hour. Just listen to this great tune I've got.
60? I thought we were going 100 miles.
That's how he gets your attention.
Maybe. Yep. However, I've got a weakness tag. So it'll be a +2, but I've got a weakness tag of it can attract unwanted attention.
You know what? I
So
will
I don't know what that
definitely
would
tag
be, but
that one.
that seems.
We're gonna give that some attention. It needs some love.
Yep. Okay. So I think I'd get a +2, but then a -1. So it'll be 2d6.
You are so close to
Let's do this.
catching the ambulance.
Oh no! Hang on.
What
Well,
was your
there you
plus?
go. +1. So that would be a 5.
Didn't you tag a few things?
Sorry, I meant to add the plus, but I did. I tagged 2 things, but then I got a minus for your weakness.
So you're a solid 6.
So that would give me a +1.
Yeah, so 5. So
I'd be a.
Immediately you
5,
get your horn and you try to use the power to overcompensate, and then as you do it, Rupert's device makes some like shaky tinkerness, and all of a sudden your horn just and all of the windshields on the car explode out. as obviously it was Rupert's device
Sorry, guys.
messing with your sonic abilities. That has to be what made that bad of a roll happen. As all of a sudden it just goes, and all of your window glass in the taxi goes exploding out. Granted, one of the back doors in the ambulance, it cracks and breaks too. So you're feeling good that you did something to the ambulance.
Okay.
And at that exact
Yeah,
moment,
I tried to convince them, but
as my hard move for that failure is I need Rico
yeah, go.
to give me a face danger. Actually, no, not a. We're gonna say go toe to toe to avoid getting hit by the ambulance. You don't want the ambulance to
Okay.
careen into your car. As all of a sudden, all of your windows exploded out. And all of a sudden, like, the wind hits your face if you're crazy driving, which you're cool with. I'm assuming you're totally just going to grab those sunglasses and put them on to continue driving.
I imagine it's a bit of a surprise to these guys as well. Everything exploding.
We basically want you to get at least one success so you can dodge the car that's careening into you guys.
Okay.
So a 7 or better is what you're looking for.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to tag know every street.
Okay. He doesn't need to see the roads. He knows the roads.
Yeah. I'm going to tag crazy taxi to boost my driving ability.
See, that's beautiful. That's perfect. It's not the first time
And
he said
this
windshields
vehicle's
blow
bigger.
up.
Yeah.
This vehicle, the ambulance is bigger than my car, right?
It is, so you are dealing with something bigger than you.
I tag giant killer.
Oh man! Well done, pal.
Okay.
don't
Do I still
like
have the
big
-1?
bullies.
Nice.
Nope, you no
Nice.
longer have the -1. These city streets are safe-ish.
8.
8. So I'm assuming you would like to use your one success to dodge the incoming attack, right? Basically, it's the ambulance trying to slam you because they now realize you are antagonists. When you tried to use your sonic power to attack them and it blew up all your windows. How dare you throw glass on us? That was your plan the whole time.
Shit.
Our plan is broken glass, not your plan.
Stop stealing our thing.
The irony. Okay, so you fall a little behind. They're still within like 2 car lengths of you, but you fell a little behind with your avoidance. But you totally avoided the ambulance careening into your taxi because it's going to be expensive enough to change the windows. King. Okay, so Rupert's device is humming and it's making the non-existent glass or the little glass particles dance on the dashboard, and the whole back wall, little pieces of glass are just vibrating and moving around.
Also, is anybody sitting next to me who I could entrust with the controls of my machine?
It would totally be King, I believe.
I say, hey, King.
Oh yeah,
Look after the machine, and I'm showing him the buttons and the controls to adjust if necessary.
No problem. I mean, it looks, it looks
and
just
then,
like
and
a
then
1958 Marshall.
Rupert concentrates for 2 seconds, and he wants to make the ambulances all substance. Actually, not substance, but all the wire insulations in that ambulance to become conducting electricity. So to make a shortage.
Ooh.
Is it the right word?
Yeah. Short things out to basically piggyback on what Cole did.
Everything electric in their van, their ambulance. I want to put all electricity out.
Ooh, okay, so that's definitely going to be going a hit it with all you got.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
so how many power
Nice.
tags are you gonna use? As you totally point to King, saying, "See this gauge? When it's in the red, your music will do that every time."
Um, I
Okay.
use material
It looks just
sciences.
like a 1968 martial art.
As of course, during this car chase, some people have been cut off and some
Change
accidents have happened.
change item
Yeah. Lots
properties
of horns
Yep,
bearing.
and feeds off high stress, so it's +3.
this is definitely a high stress moment. Okay, you got this. You got this. Oh, where are all these mid successes happening? So
Dude.
you get to choose
Sweet.
one off the hit with all you got status. So you can. I'm assuming you
Yeah.
probably want to get the you get them good or get many of them, which will add a 4 tier on top of that. Which I will tell you, if you do that, it is enough to take out the ambulance. Or you could choose to control collateral damage and let the ambulance continue on.
What's the difference? I didn't get.
Well, the difference is if you take out the ambulance, there will be collateral damage from your ability. Your ability worked. It worked a little too good on more than just the ambulance.
I guess Rupert is too stressed out. He doesn't consider any collateral.
Okay, I love it.
He,
That's totally mad science right there. As what does it
he's
look
not.
like when you do
He's,
that to the ambulance? You know, when you totally show King, hey, keep this button pushed, and you stick your arm out the window since the ambulance is now in front of you by a couple car lengths, and you do the ability. What does it look like to anyone watching, which is
first
totally all of us in the
first is
camera?
first thing seen is that all the lights and siren goes off, and I'm I'm not. I have to think. What? How can it impact the car's controls if they have any electric or electronic?
I'm sure the engine would
Is
shut
is
down.
there is their ambulance diesel or petrol powered? That's the question.
It's since it's the '80s style, it's totally diesel. Needs that power.
Diesel. Oh, so the engine is still running,
Well,
but
we'll say what you did is going to take out the ambulance. It's going to be decommissioned. It's basically taken out
Right.
of commission.
But what's it look like is what he's asking.
Give us some
oh,
flavor text.
and smoke starts coming out of under the motor cover because the battery is short circuit and it starts burning. And if their super boombox has batteries, they too
It is
start
totally
burning.
electric based. As immediately you see him wave his hand, and the ambulance, basically the battery and all electronics ground out instantly, which is a quick pop snap, ozone smoke everywhere. As you guys all look and you're assaulted with it because the ambulance is continuing forward momentum for a few seconds until all of a sudden it smashes into a couple other cars and you realize that a dozen vehicles all have this same acrid smoke coming out of them. And people are
Oh
crashing into
shit!
storefronts. Somebody hits the fire hydrant because it's an 80s
What?
action movie. You got to take a hydrant out. The hydrant spraying freezing cold water. People are yelling and shouting. And as you guys come to a nice, soft,
Oopsie.
controlled stop, you see people like, you hit my car, and people are, and the orderlies are like you see the orderly in the back of the ambulance shaking the device because he's hitting the button and there's just this like fart smoke that comes out of it. What do you guys do?
Nice.
Who's taking the lead on getting out of the car? As poor Rico realizes again, all the windows.
I guess I guess Rico has some this tool under his bench. This kind of which you use to fix tires or whatever. It's
The tire iron?
The
steel
tire
bar.
iron? Uh-huh.
Yeah, tire iron. So I guess
So
being a crazy driver, taxi driver, he must have experience of dealing with tough situations.
the classic cabbie that comes out and has the tire iron in his door so he can
Throwing
start.
you under the bus.
So is Rico gonna
Yeah.
jump out first?
Yeah, I'm going to get out of the car.
Do you have a tire iron
Yeah,
sitting
come
on
on,
the
man.
door?
Go for it.
No, I'm a hot-blooded Latino. I am
No,
not going to
no
pull
way.
a weapon.
Oh,
So what's Rico gonna
And
do? You see the guy futzing with his device that's obviously not working with whatever Rupert did. You're just like, hey, we caught him.
I'm going to do the natural thing. I'm going to climb into the back of that ambulance, and I'm going to punch his lights out.
Ooh.
Oh, good lad.
Okay, that's definitely going to be going toe to toe because he will defend himself as you come up there and go, yeah, and he will do the da 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 da.
I'm going to.
And
Just one orderly.
yes, if you want to, it's just one orderly. And if you want to tag it, he is bigger than you. I mean, these are big guys.
Yeah, I'm going to tag that. I'm going to tag back alley brawler.
That's a good one, especially since you're going hand to hand there.
Can I tag hard working man?
Not in this case.
Okay.
Not unless you want to go start working out like Rocky.
Don't have the time. Yeah, I'm just going
You
to
could do it
tag
in a
those two then.
montage. Compress the time.
That's true. 2d6 plus 2. No.
Ooh, as you totally try to get up there to hit
What is
him, and
going on with
he sees you coming and kind of like ducks under, and he's totally gonna give you knocked back 2. As you tried to get into the ambulance to punch him out, you totally did the Mission Impossible style arm gun cocks as you go up to swing it at him, and he just gives you the boot. For a knocked back 2 as he kicks you out of the back of the ambulance back onto the street. And you totally see that, like, people are starting to get... You weren't the only hot-blooded person jumping out of their vehicle to start swinging on somebody. A lot of people in the crowd here are fighting each other. There's 2 ladies screaming while the chick that hit the fire hydrant's got the water spraying up and spraying really cold. Because remember, it is winter time. Frosty, cold, free city water on the air. And as that happens, you guys see Rico get kicked back. Cole, from your spot in the passenger seat, you totally see the driver getting out of his car all calm. He opens the door with a kick and comes bounding out of the driver's seat and starts walking back like he's going to be a problem for Rico if somebody doesn't intercede. What do you do?
I jump out of the car, and I will be the voice of reason.
The voice
Everybody
of reason.
just calm down. Your mistress has had a change of heart. You need to just stop everything. She doesn't want you to continue. Your device has been deactivated. Just return to her. She'll explain it all.
Does he have time before that snowflake hits him in his teeth?
He's going to try.
Yeah,
He's going to try to get those words out. Okay, so go ahead and give me a go to toe to
If
toe
that
as you're
doesn't work,
just like, I am going to stop you with the power of reason. And the worst part is because
Yeah.
he said, everyone just calm down, your mistress is this. All of a sudden, over in one of the car, one of the old guys goes, my mistress! And immediately his wife smacks him with the purse.
Of course. All right.
oh,
They're supposed to be doing their own thing, not paying attention. All right. And as I'm doing that, I'm also like moving forward to interpose
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I definitely got the
between
feels that
Rico.
you were going to help cut the bad guy off before he got to Rico.
Yeah.
you could always
So,
de-escalate with a sword.
Well, yeah, like I said, I'm talking, but I'm going to use quick to defend from my sword.
Aw, so you whip out your sword and you call it kindness, and you're going to kill him with kindness.
Well, yeah, I'm talking,
Yes.
but I'm letting him
Yes.
know that I have a big stick. That this is not the choice he wants.
Okay, go ahead and give me your go toe to toe.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm just seeing if there's anything else I might tag there. Yeah. All right, so I guess I'm just a +2 because I don't have. All I have is my own type of eccentric, and then quick to defend. So +2. +2. There we go.
Oh!
Nice.
Seriously,
Wow!
we are getting some shitty rolls today. Oh God, this is going to go horribly wrong, isn't it?
As immediately
2 1s.
you're
Yeah, it's
just
gonna be
like,
bad.
be reasonable. Your mistress is joined my side. Don't you smell her kisses on my breath? As he immediately comes up
smell
at
my
you.
finger.
Oh,
Sorry.
seriously, let's talk about the doctor's pocket.
As the orderly immediately comes up and does this cool orderly wrestling move where he kind of like throws your sword arm out of the way and smashes you into the side of the ambulance and pins you there like you were a patient. You know, he does that arm hold with your free hand holding your face into the ambulance, and he
You're welcome, Rico.
Pin status 2 to get you back there. As the camera swings back to Cole, who's pushing the button on the device, it looks like you don't need to hold that button down any longer. Did you want to let go of the button and do something? Or did you want to let Rupert go first?
Yeah, we're taking a beating here. Not as good with the physical.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Rupert is just perplexed. He's not very much used to fighting scenes.
Use the horn. Hit him.
I don't know whether I'm back on, am I, guys?
Oh,
Yeah,
we
we're
can
here.
hear you. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can. Oh, okay,
Yep.
great. Yeah, sorry. I don't know. It doesn't
Your
light up
microphone
on
plays
my end for some
shenanigans
reason.
again.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it really
There, you're
is playing
back.
shenanigans. Yeah, there we go, Ben. Hey. So, what? So, is it total chaos? Are there like kind of people fighting in the streets and
At
kind
this
of
point, yes,
doing stuff,
it's
or is it just
degrading
us?
to. There's a dozen cars with their drivers all out of the cars fighting each other. You know, obviously the orderlies are picking up on the agitation and using that to help make their offense a little more offensive. You know, you got poor Rico kicked out of the back of the ambulance. His orderly's about to press the attack. You've got, you look over and see poor Cole being smooshed into the side of an ambulance by a guy.
Hush. cat.
Oh dear. Well,
And
that's
you
not
Not
have
a good scene.
you have Rico saying
Okay.
hush.
What time of year is it?
It is definitely the Christmas season, pre-Christmas. As you totally
Is
look
it?
around and you
Right.
feel the crisp coldness, and you see a bell ringer ringing their bell at the donation bucket.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so so sorry, can I just clarify the device that was in the ambulance, is that kind of out of
It
order now?
seems either out of order or the orderly is currently busy to push any buttons. It's got a little poof of smoke coming out of it,
Okay.
but the orderly is busy with dealing with, Rico.
Rico and Co.
I
Yeah,
mean,
no problem.
he was almost
Okay.
tempted to pick up the device
Can
and
I
smash Rico with it.
right. Well, I think I want to climb on top of the ambulance, and I want
Conveniently, there's a
to
little ladder to do
whip
just
out
that.
the last trumpet. Yeah, or whether it's kind of I jump on top of Rico's car and then on top of the ambulance so that I'm kind of above everyone, and I'm going to whip out the trumpet. And I think I want to start playing a Christmas tune, and I'll say to Rupert, and I'll point at the fire hydrant that's spewing out this water, and I'll say, Rupert, I'd like some snow.
Oh,
And I will.
I guess, I guess
I
by
will.
by now Rupert just switches off his own anti-hell machine and gets out of the car and you know how do you say do these things on your knuckles?
Oh, the cracking
Some
of the
cracking.
knuckles. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
Oh
that.
yeah,
and then
yeah.
extends his hands towards the hydrant and does his thing.
You do your thing that turns the spraying water into
Yeah.
a waft of snow, which I'm going to give I'm going to give King +2 for the ambiance he's setting. As
All
those
right.
snowflakes
Get
are
it
coming
right.
down, and the snowflakes are like, huh? So this is definitely going to be a
So,
How
change the game for
how
King.
how
yes, definitely.
okay.
Yeah,
You don't need to make a
Rupert
roll.
doesn't even
Okay.
need to roll.
And
This is totally narrative for Rupert. You're just like,
no.
gotcha! And you wave your hands, and the matter of liquid turns to solid in the form of flittering snowflakes.
Yep. And I want to belt out a Christmas tune. And I am trying to change the game. I will use my playing it can make people compliant.
All I can ask is, are you playing
Music is the
Silent Night?
universal language. I think I'd probably play something a bit more upbeat than that. I don't
Okay.
know. I'm not too familiar with Christmas tunes. I'm just trying to think. Any suggestions?
I mean, there's always, here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Broadway
Yeah, Santa Claus is
Lane.
Yeah,
watching.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yep,
my
yep,
God.
yep. I haven't. Oh, is that him rolling that? Right. Okay.
Yeah, you really didn't
Okay.
have
So
to, but yeah, he has an amazing deal where he is doing exactly what you want, giving you
doing
+2
the
to your
thing. Yeah.
roll on top
Fine.
of everything else you've got. He has created the soft
Okay.
Christmas
So
breeze that is shaking the jingle bells on the storefronts.
very good. So, as I say, I want to use music is the universal language. Playing it can make people compliant. Mesmerizing musician. And I don't know. I'll let you look at the tags, the weakness tags, Jim.
You don't
And
have to offer
my
that
plan
to
is
him.
I
He
to
doesn't.
mean, in this
no, but
beautiful moment, I'd feel
yeah,
bad tagging in any of them. Come on, you're having a beautiful moment here.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
Jim,
hang on a
Jim,
minute. I'm
Jim,
just trying to work out.
Jim, you should now not any characters in the game, but you should roll dice now to stand temptation.
Okay.
If you
Um,
if you are
I've got
able to stand,
I've got three pluses. Oh dear.
Okay, looks
So I've got
like
3 pluses, and then what do I get from Rupert? 2.
Rupert is giving you
Do I
+2,
get 2 from Rupert?
and I will go ahead and since the fudge
Okay, and
dice
I've
said
taken.
-1, I will use one of your weakness tags, which is you're a sucker for a good story. You're distracted by this Christmas
story.
story.
Yeah, no problem. Okay.
The
Yeah.
power of the fudge
Okay,
dice.
no problem. So I'm rolling at +4, and it should be 2d6 +4. So I've put that into the roller. Come on, baby.
Whoa!
And it's
Wow.
frozen.
You came up with a
I got a 9
total.
I don't know what that means.
So on a 9, you get to
Yep.
pick
So what's that?
one, which is either create a story tag, or you could burn a story
Yeah.
tag, which would be like the violence one is a story tag. So the general violence is a story tag which you could
Oh,
burn,
is it?
or give or reduce a status.
Well, I don't know what the statuses are that are in play.
So currently the status, the big one is the ensuing violence. Are you wanting to? Because it sounded like you were looking to stop the violence, right?
Yes, that is what I am trying to do. Yes,
As
I think I will burn. I'll burn that violence tag. I'll just kind of hang on a minute, guys. This is the season of goodwill.
yep.
Yes, I want to burn that
As
tag.
your music kind of pierces everyone with the exception of the 2 orderlies. They're kind of confused and dazed looking.
Oh,
But everyone else is immediately like, they're mid fist fight. There's the Mortal Kombat music playing on somebody's stereo. And all of a sudden they like stop and just look at the mesmerizing snow and the man playing his trumpet on top of the ambulance. You don't see that every day.
In the middle of the street, right?
And
no,
all
you
of a
don't.
sudden, some people start swaying to the music, totally feeling the Christmas vibe as Rupert's wind cuts through the bells, and you just hear the bells ringing in unison with the frost and the ice and the snow. And the fact that people are realizing it's fucking cold outside. Why are we outside of our cars? As, like one person gives the other
What we
person
do?
the brotherly arm hug. That what the hell are we doing? It's Christmas season. And there's jazz.
Oh, I love it.
So
Oh,
at that
fantastic.
exact
Yeah.
moment, the
I know,
camera
I will.
swings down below King to Rico, who just got, boot stomped, this is Sparta style, out of the ambulance.
Yeah.
And you see the
Yeah.
orderly is picking up the not working device, gives it a shake, and he's going to want to like smash you with it.
Okay.
So give
I'm
me a
gonna
face
roll off the hood of my
danger.
vehicle.
Well, remember, you
Face
tried to jump
danger.
into the ambulance, so he just kicked you onto the street.
Yeah, okay. So tag back alley brawler.
Okay, and I'm totally
uncanny parkour.
I'm gonna totally tag
Uncanny
that knocked
parkour
back
artist.
too, by the way.
Yeah, and block martial artist strike.
Yeah.
So that gives me a +1.
As he is just reaching over his head and he's throwing the device at you because he's not got that many types of attacks. He's kind of simple. Damn. So as you are facing the danger, let's see, a 7 to 9. You take the status, but with a -1 tier. So you try to dive out of the way, but you will take a battered 1 as the device missed you, but pieces explode everywhere and kind of like biff you as shrapnel. Just bruising you, but just biffed you. As this orderly is like, and and kind of like does the intimidating jumps off the back of the ambulance onto the ground, stretching his
At least the
uniform
machine's
with his
broke.
muscles. But the machine is in a dozen pieces, and you are pretty sure they do not have the talent to put anything back together.
There we go.
And the other orderly currently has Cole pinned against the side of the ambulance.
How rude.
So I guess the camera would swing back over to, we'll say Cole, as your face is mashed into the side of the ambulance. I'm sure your
All
quip is,
right.
let's fight with our words.
No, at this point, we're beyond words. I'm going to channel the power that flows through me and channel my charge into this guy.
So you're
Basically, he's going to take a
you're gonna go electric
electric
eel on him.
bolt. Yeah. And
And
basically,
yes,
we'll channel
totally
it
gonna
through
use
my
your
finger typhon as I kind of bring it up with my free arm and whack him with the flat of the sword, channeled with electrical charges.
You slap his ass with the flat of your blade, electrified.
Yeah.
And I'm totally gonna tag that pin too, by the way.
I figured.
As you're trying to squirm and do this, and he's being a jerk and just mooshing you into the side of the ambulance. Gives you that little double time squish.
Alright, so +1. But we got this. You know what? I can tag my own kind of eccentric too, right? Because it's not all just talking, right? So,
Yeah, I mean, it's your eccentric style of combat. That would totally be a thing.
Yeah. Alright, so +2 then. Alright.
And this is
Yeah, give him a
totally
big.
going toe to toe.
Because I just don't do it like everybody else. I got a swagger.
Give him a big slug on the leg.
Oh,
Okay,
barely.
so partial success.
A lot of ones.
So on a 7 to 9, you get to choose one, which is you can give them your opponent a status equal to your power, which is 2. I would recommend that because if you choose that, I'll tell you what happens, and it's basically in your favor.
I was thinking like a status staggered or something like that.
Okay. So you give him staggered 2, which basically, as soon as you do that, he goes poof into a shower of snowflakes.
Oh, wow.
That's how tough they are.
That was unexpected.
If you can do a power of
That
2
was
damage,
unexpected.
that you
What?
basically have poofed him into primordial snowflakes that he was created from.
Okay, well, that was unexpected.
No
I thought they were
way.
people.
They're big and burly, but they go down like a bag of feathers.
Apparently. Glass cannons. All right.
Okay, so is that...
They're not real.
Yeah. Cole's just like, come on, guys. As that happens, Cole totally looks over at Rico, and he's like, Rico, time to get on the counter offense.
Yeah.
Get him,
Yeah,
Rico,
I'm like,
get him.
they're cons. I
Yep.
basically look at them and go and to my team, and they're like, they're constructs. They're not real.
Well, that's good to know.
So, Rico, are you going to press the attack?
Yeah,
Yeah, got it, man.
Yeah, I have to.
Clicker.
This time I'm going to try to trip the guy.
Okay, you're
Grab
going
him
to
by the ankle and yank him.
Ooh, the whole pulling your feet out from under you.
Yeah.
Hate when that
So
happens.
I'm tagging Back Alley Brawler, Giant Killer, and this time
Do I have an help with you? You can use that based on the information. maybe. I don't
Good
know if I have
teamwork
help.
there.
Do you have
That's
help
a
with me
good
or
point.
not?
That's a good point.
This time, can I tap block martial arts strike?
Okay, perfect. And I will
Ooh.
tag battered 1 for a -1 on you.
Yeah.
You also have our team tags that you could
Yeah,
potentially
don't forget
go
the
with.
team
I think
tags.
Yeah.
word
Oh yeah,
tight like
was-
that.
we've got some team.
Kind of trying to
Either
avoid
empathetic
that.
connection or tight like that, because I just gave you info that so you're not holding back now that you know they're not real.
Yeah.
You're like, this giant's not a real person? I can drop him then.
I'm going to tag tight like that.
Perfect. You got it.
Finally.
Damn! And immediately you grab his pant legs and pull his white pants forward to you in a street fighty style move, and his head hits the bumper of the ambulance on the way down. Because remember, he just stepped out of the ambulance. And you hear this horrible crack sound that sounds like ice cracking. And immediately he goes poof with snow that doesn't even get in your face. It just wafts around you in the breeze. As you do this move smooth like a fucking boss.
Okay.
I mean, if this was a classic kung fu movie, there'd be a thumbs up sign shot to somebody.
Yeah, it all
Well,
changes
sounds
when
good
you
to
know
me.
they're not real.
Rupert whispers to himself, "Matter is illusory."
Nothing is
Oh,
real.
well done.
Now you tell me.
Yeah. Now you tell me.
As a few minutes go by, as people have calmed down and realized why are we being so angry? It's just vehicles on Christmas. Nobody died. It's great. As the only car that seems to be working in the immediate vicinity happens to be
playing.
Rico's taxi. What do you guys
Yeah,
do?
I'm still playing. I was going for that vibe at the end of in Elf, where they start singing and the Santa's sleigh kind of gets its power. Do you know what I mean? Where they
Yep.
stand there and everybody starts joining in.
That'd be a good time for us to kind of mosey out now that everybody's all kumbaya and snowflakes are gone.
Yeah. Or you could start a big sing around. Who knows? Hark the herald angels sing.
Get into
Black
Rico's
emotions.
cab and brush the glass off the seats because nobody likes sitting on that.
Yeah, we might want to get out before some other people show up, but with interest in what's going on.
Agreed.
Yeah, like the cops.
Well,
Or
I'm
the
thinking
gray
other
men.
people. Yes.
As
Yep.
he says that, there's an ominous guy in the snow on the nearest corner with a newspaper and a gray trench coat and a fedora on, looking that direction. He didn't see anything yet, but totally you get that the guitar riff from Fallout when the stranger appears.
Yeah. We need to kind of just casually drive off.
So you guys jumping
with our
back in the
missing
Rico
windows.
mobile?
Yep.
Yeah, let's get back.
Yeah, let's depart as quickly as possible.
Casually.
Yeah, let's
So
get
not
back in the
draw
car
attention.
and do one.
Okay, and where are you guys heading?
Yeah. 5 casual. Not too casual though.
Let's see.
I think we
As you guys
do we need to
drive
go back and
casual.
see the woman?
You guys drive casual
Denny's?
past a cop with all your windows broken out and just smile at them.
Yeah, but we act like I reach up and like polish the window. That's not there. Like,
Like you're the worst mime in the world. Like some kind of weird,
not at the
street
cop.
performer at Christmas. Um,
Denny's, I
yeah,
could use some
well, look,
breakfast.
oh yeah. Now you say it, I'm starving. Come on, let's go and get some breakfast. I mean, this has been a really weird night.
You guys go to the all-night
yes,
diner because every town's got the all-night diner.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah,
and that's
Denny's,
where
we should
Grand Slam.
you. As you
I
guys
mean,
basically
80s.
Oh,
What
that
were
was
those? $3?
you get the hot coffees all the way around with the diner slam breakfast, the breakfast of champions at what now 4 o'clock in the morning. No wonder why the people were so cranky. As you guys are sitting around the table, the camera kind of pans out as you guys get to have your geeking out during the credits.
cool. Geeking out during the credits.
As you know, for beyond a shadow of a doubt, the immediate threat is subdued in the fact that the machine is destroyed. You know that you have the record of the buildings that have the fake glass or the magic glass.
Yeah.
And Cole around the diner table convinces you guys that he has melted her frozen hearts, and she should hopefully not be a problem until after his next date.
Right?
Next, what,
Yeah,
date?
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
What did
just
you
gotta
do?
talk some things.
I mean,
What didn't
traditionally
we
it's
do?
date 5 he breaks up, so that's when you have to worry.
Look, I did what I had to
Yeah.
do. She's actually not that bad of a lady. She's actually charming and chilling.
She just
Yeah, I
needs
get it. I
some
get it, man.
cold therapy.
Everybody needs some loving. Everybody needs some loving.
So of course with the
Everybody
geeking,
And then Rupert says, now a toast. Happy ever after to who is it? Who is
Dr.
with
Knight,
Dr. Crystal?
Cole.
No, who is with Cole? Happy ever after for Cole and Dr. Crystal.
Let's not jump the gun here. Just friends right now.
May you have many frosticles.
What?
Hey,
We're
what?
Prosticles?
we're not quite that quick for commitments. So
Okay. 202. Yeah, we'll kind of raise our coffee cups to that. Yeah, well, everybody needs some loving, and she's got to be, if she's kind of less of a lunatic now. What did you say to her to convince her?
that's my dynamic charm and personality, which is only exceeded by my good looks.
Yeah.
Wait.
I helped her understand that what she was doing was no better than what was done to her when she was imprisoned in the asylum.
Okay.
So
And that opening rifts in
very true.
across and opening rifts in everybody across the city was not beneficial to them, and would bring too much attention by other entities.
and you know what I was thinking about? I just thought she might have some enemies out in the city, right? I guess. So
Well,
if everyone gets powers, just imagine what would happen if some of her enemies with new powers comes after her.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. What enemies are you talking about?
Well, anybody that she might
Well,
have upset.
she was experimenting with people, right?
Yeah, she
Mhm.
was.
Mm,
And somebody
that's a really,
might know about it.
You mean like the mad
yeah.
scientist from
The carnivore,
Yeah.
who totally
I
will
don't
be
want to think
returning
about
in
this.
another chapter.
Well, and the Gray Men were aware of her, right? And the whatchamacallit, the other
Exactly.
dude.
Mhm.
So
So she does have complications out there.
we'll
But
fix all that.
The Fisher King.
Yes. Yeah, the Gray Men are aware
Yeah,
of
the
her
Fisher
and
King. I
them.
think.
So
Oh yes,
but
and the Grey
are
Man
you
would be
saying that
after
this is
her.
our problem?
It might become our problem, but we should have a
Well,
cup of coffee and some bacon.
if she comes
Bacon.
to if she joins our team, then it's our problem too.
Wait, who said anything about her joining our team?
wow, Jack's getting a little
Oh, this is
testy
really,
over there.
Rupert just shrugs.
yeah. Well, maybe she could just be like a recurring character.
We'll put her on a road of redemption and helping those that need help in a legitimate fashion. That is my goal.
Yeah.
So
I've
how?
got a
Well, okay. This is
how.
what I don't get. Um, we tried to confront her. We tried talking to her. She didn't seem all that receptive to anything we had to say. So, what did you do to convince her?
Melted her heart.
Rico
Yeah.
wants to be
I'll
shown
just
on the doll where you
I'll just
touched
look
her.
at Rico and say, dude, just let that one go, man. Just let it go. It's between them. All we need to know is that it worked.
I don't kiss and tell.
Uh,
Yeah, wait. What he said. What he said.
Rupert. How do you go? Forget the name. I just poke in who is it? Rico asking
Yeah.
this question. I just poke in Rico's side and say, "Hush."
Nudge. Well,
Oh, so it's going to be like
well,
that, huh?
fair enough. Well, we can worry about
Trade
Yeah,
secrets.
yeah.
You know, I did what I had to do for the team.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
No, that's fine. Yeah, no problem. Well, yeah, let's tell you what, let's go and let's finish this breakfast and then let's go and get some sleep. Oh man, Rico, I'm sorry about the car windows. I'll see if I can cover that. We'll see what we can do.
It's going to be a cold
Sounds
drive
good.
back to the bar.
Right?
Yeah.
So
So yeah, we should geek out during the end credits.
you guys are having your shawarma moment, getting unlimited
Yeah,
coffee
definitely.
and hot pancakes with scrambled eggs.
Nice.
So of course during the
Bacon included.
geeking out during credits, as the credits are rolling and we're getting our shawarma moment, you guys can go around
Yep.
and each of you guys can answer one or more of the questions. And you may want to note on your character's
Ooh.
comments, since we obviously found out that Roll20 has deleted a lot of our stuff that hopefully will be coming back.
So
Yeah.
if you burn a tag, that button is there. if you
Yeah.
click where the burn is, so everything's there. It's just kind of not
It's
showing.
invisible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just meant for like the
Yeah, that is-
attention
yeah.
and the cracking, because I
Right.
noticed those.
Yeah, you can't see them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
'cause like
geeking
I
out.
said
What do we
earlier,
got to do? What do
you
we?
can't tell.
if it's been
Right,
clicked
so
already.
you need to go around you need to go around the table. Each player can answer one or more of the following questions. How has the crew grown this session? Which character had the most meaningful interaction with your character this session? Which of your themes is under the most strain? If it collapses, what new aspect will show up in its place?
Bum, bum, bum.
Hmm.
The big one too is also the adding the help or her points. You can help refresh those.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Because it's always nice to have those there.
Oh yeah.
So who wants to
came in
go
handy.
first?
Just
And
trying
her
to think
timing
which,
is perfect too.
Yeah, no, that's
I
worked
mean,
out
the
really well.
second
Although we
question
did have some
is
technical.
the easiest of the three. If you want to pick just one, the second one is totally the easiest. Who in the team helped? Who in the team hurt?
Yep, true. Well, I mean, Cole got us the hell out of this. I think Cole did the most heavy lifting. I think.
She's not that heavy. Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
But how did you know she was way on
I meant
top?
spiritually
the
and
most-
emotionally is what I meant.
the most,
Spiritually
the
and
most
emotionally.
cool job. It was the
Yeah.
most cool job he did.
The worst part
He
is
did,
she
he
has
did.
such cold feet.
Yeah. It's just his feet that are cold. One helper. Right. Well, I think he did the most in terms of helping us out.
In case
Certainly because he got us got me and Rico out of the cells, and obviously
Mhm.
got her out of our hair. I mean, appreciate we still had to do the thug thing, but
I mean, you guys totally needed the nap, obviously.
and I would
yeah,
say,
totes.
I would say Rico and King were very helpful in distracting her so I could do what I had to do. I don't know what they were doing, but obviously they knew it was a good time to step away so I could work my charm.
He's got the mojo.
Oh, totally.
I thought they just picked up on the cue and left. I didn't. It's like, oh, they got captured. Oh, didn't realize.
You didn't
I didn't
realize
realize
it, but
that
that
was
gesture he
way-
was making was the one he and his roommate at college had down pat of the dude buzz off so I can have the room to myself.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, I'm bringing somebody home tonight. So I think I think Cole is the most meaningful interaction this session, probably.
So Cole has been helpful to you.
Yes, I think so. So do I add
You would
a help
click a
point
help
on
point
that?
with
Is that
Cole.
right?
Yep. That you can cash in at some later date.
Okay. Right.
Okay, so since Cole was mentioned, I'll totally say, Cole, you're next.
Cole.
Well, like I said, I mean, I can only take one help, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So who was the first one to go? Was it Rupert or Rico?
Well,
Still
I got
sealed
us to the
away.
fight. Rupert took out the sound bomb.
No.
Yep.
Well, I guess this session, not. I guess I was thinking the prior session where you all disappeared, but I'll go with Rico for help because he helped get the car up so I could do my little blasty thing and stuff with his wonderful driving. I feel much safer in the car with him now than what I did before.
After you saw all that sideways driving he was doing, you're like, we didn't die. We didn't die.
Right? I mean, in the past, his driving's been somewhat questionable, but
Mhm.
pretty good this time.
Good one.
Okay, to
I
which
love
I will
it.
say, then Rico, which one are you going to do? As you guys are all reminiscing. I didn't know the cab could go sideways like that.
Yeah, that was amazing driving.
Yeah.
As we totally get a
Do you
flashback
have
of
you
Rico
got the
driving.
questions in front of you? Liam?
Yeah, I got the questions in front of me. I'm just trying to think of an answer.
Yeah, you got it, man.
At
Yeah,
one
Yeah.
point, you see the flashback where Rico actually went off the road, jumping to the next switchback of the road to speed up, to go faster.
yeah.
When the switchback goes 8 times back and forth down the hill, just go down the hill and crash on the road.
Mhm.
The cab's made for that.
I would say I would actually say King because I didn't think about using the crew theme.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I really didn't think about using the crew theme until he brought it up.
I know, I was totally
I think
expecting
that's
someone
very
to
useful.
burn that tag.
Don't have to burn it, just use it.
Yeah.
Now, does that mean you're also going with question 1 to mark attention on the crew theme?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Well,
Remember, that's how you level up to get more
Yeah.
powers to it. So that totally thinks
Yeah.
that you're bringing up
So
the you're marking attention on the crew theme of how you grew as a team.
Mhm.
yep.
so you're gonna have to, someone's gonna have to mark that somewhere else because it won't appear on the character sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, just have to make a note.
Yep.
Can it go in the chat?
That's what I was
Yeah.
going to go ahead and
Not.
do. Is just copy paste and
Yeah,
put
yeah.
that
Put it, stick it
there.
in the chat. Yeah, cool. Well done.
Hopefully,
And
we'll
then
know
maybe
it's
by
not
the
part
next
of the
time we play,
question.
they might have.
Yep, I know.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Facebook as soon as we wrap up and say, hey, guys, did you guys know in Roll20 it's not working? Gonna ask politely, can you fix it, please?
Yeah.
Okay, and Rupert.
Rupert. So those 3 questions. Can you see those, Rupert?
Yeah, I have them printed out on paper. Here.
Okay, perfect. Yep, so it's the how is the crew grown, which we did. Which character had the most meaningful interaction with your character, whether it was good or bad? And which of your themes is under the most strain, if one is ready to flip and be leveled up?
Oh. I cannot say if any other character was very much of help for me. Actually, I was trying to be a help for them this time more. And
I mean, you can always click a hurt point too if you feel that somebody held you back.
no,
We all got in your way.
no, but I did. I was taken aback when I was trying to break those locks, and then I was given keys from the lady I was scared of just a moment ago. That was a fun moment, really.
Yeah. Like what
So
the?
in this way, I would say that Cole gave me a help. Really.
Yeah.
You turn around and the big
Yes.
bad villainess is there, but Cole's like, yeah, baby.
And
Oh.
It's
I
totally my
I
bag.
have I have collected already +3 with him.
Oh, jeez, need to start
Oh,
using some of those.
Does
you
it?
need to cash some of those bad boys in.
How do you use those?
You basically say you're using one, and it gives you a +1 power. As
Oh,
long
okay.
as the person conceivably is able to help in the situation, boom, just like that.
Got it.
So
Even if it's just
Good to know.
encouraging
what about the
words.
hurt point? You
Uh,
allocate those.
You can use that against that person. So say they're doing something you don't want
Oh.
them to accomplish, or you need them to
Ah,
fail for
right.
some
Yeah.
ulterior motive, you can burn a hurt point and give them a negative
Yeah.
one. Which
But
sometimes you
we
don't
need
want your friends to succeed at things. Just saying.
but we need to substantiate it somehow narratively, right?
Yep.
How we
Yeah,
do it.
it'll be some way that you like talk crap or you actually physically intervene. But yeah.
Interfere some.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give them something, or yeah.
About the crew theme, I
Hmm.
must say I kind of relied on the Roll20 where it, I guess it was originally, but now I have no idea about the crew theme. I don't find it in anywhere in my printouts, so I would need it to be renewed somehow.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah,
we can
I'll get some
get it
screenshots and
like
basically share it to you that way.
yeah,
I mean, if nothing else, I can totally pull it off the recordings we had and see if I can get a screenshot. But for Dabblers of the Mist, you have the empathic connection. Oh, somebody had checked on theirs. Empathic connection, guidance from a strange mystic, divine intervention, which I think your guys' favorite. The tight like that,
Yeah.
and you still have a
I
slot,
like
so if
that,
you
yeah.
can flip the card and come up with another one. Because I'm sorry, I
Yep.
do like the tight like
Cool.
that. Because your crew is just
Yeah,
tight like
good.
that.
We are.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, pretty good, man.
hopefully next time we log in for next month in the year 2024, they will have
In the
fixed
future.
in the year 2024. They will have fixed the character sheets and brought the stuff back.
Hopefully.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah, because after all,
Cool.
this lobby is built with the paid character sheets, so they should hopefully fix that.
but
Oh.
since this will be Dragons year, I guess mainly the Dungeons and Dragons game will make the most benefit of it.
I don't know. Here in the States, D&D has been getting some bad press.
Yeah, they're being replaced
Really?
by just about anything but, yeah.
Uh,
As
A
well
lot of
as they fired a
Pathfinder.
bunch
Anyway.
of their people for Christmas. The ultimate bah humbug.
Anyways,
Oh, well.
But I'm glad
Good
everybody
job,
could
guys.
make it, and
Right.
Yep.
you have solved the case. You can definitely keep her as a reluctant ally, or more ally for other people.
hopefully,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll work
hopefully,
her.
if Cole doesn't make a relationship too sour.
Ooh.
Wow.
I mean, commitment
And
is a rough thing. I am a young guy, you know?
I
Hey.
imagine myself giggling silently.
Sometimes you just need to go for a yearly sabbatical. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
once
that's good.
upon a
That's good. That's
once
good. That's
upon a
good. So
time.
will we
Oh, go ahead.
thrash out another date on the Facebook Messenger?
I'm assuming usually the last 2 Saturdays are the best for you guys. Usually, so like the 20th or the 27th.
It varies.
I usually am able to do pretty much any Saturday unless I have family in town.
And I'm
Pretty
usually
open
free
myself,
everything but the first Saturday.
Yeah, 27th is good for me.
Okay, shall we say 27th?
Sure.
Yeah, go on. Let's pencil it in. Whoa,
Okay,
well done.
January 27th, the year 2024.
And between sessions, we can work on something too, right?
Yeah, you can totally do downtime between missions. So we can like start up with the, okay, next time, what did you guys do in your downtime?
Okay, because I got 2 of
Right.
my personality tags I need to fix.
So all of a
Oh,
sudden
really?
we'll do the camera comes in, and then you guys small talk what you did during your downtime.
Okay, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got the next
Good
game
job,
time
guys.
set on the
Sounds
Cool.
good.
the lobby.
Rock
Yep.
on.
And I
Well
may
done, everyone.
touch base with you guys to see if anyone can help me with this alchemy thing.
Sure.
Just
Okay,
test
yeah,
it
sure.
out, see what
Yeah,
it's
if I
really
can.
capable of.
What?
Yep,
Try
cool.
a new
No problem,
virtual
that would be good.
tabletop? Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe
Oh.
it will be a step up from what we're currently using.
You never know.
Sure.
Anything's likely.
Yeah, no
Alrighty,
problem.
guys. It
Good.
has been
Okay.
a
Right.
great 2023.
Have
Good
a
night.
happy new year, guys.
Same to you
Yes.
guys.
Be
Be
safe, you guys.
safe. No crazy
Okay,
parties.
best of luck
Safe.
out there.
Oh, do the crazy
Yeah,
parties,
Later.
yeah,
but just
be
do them
safe, everyone.
safely.
Thank you, everybody.
No problem.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Cheers, buddy.
All right, later, guys.
Take care.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.